Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for your patience. Before I hand the floor to Ambassador Soliman Awaad, the official spokesman of the Office of the President, just to set one very basic ground rule. This press conference will be on the record and in both English and Arabic for both the benefit of the US journalists and the Egyptian journalists. So Ambassador Awaad, the floor is yours.
Thanks a lot, Karim. Hi, everybody. It's good to be back to Washington, D.C. I've just come back from a very good, fruitful meeting between President Mubarak and President Obama. The meeting took place in a very cordial atmosphere. It lasted for almost 1 hour. It started as a tete-a-tete meeting, then followed by an enlarged meeting attended by the Egyptian delegation and the American side delegation. Earlier today, President Mubarak had similar meetings separately with President Mahmoud Abbas, Prime Minister Netanyahu, and King Abdullah of Jordan. Besides separate meetings. He started with Abu Mazen, then he received the King, then Mr. Netanyahu. In between, he had fruitful discussion at the hotel, the Four Seasons, with some old hands in the peace process in the Middle East, Mr. Brent Scowcroft, Mr. Henry Sigman of the Council on Foreign Relations, Senator Joseph Biden, and former Senator Chuck Hagel. I am not here to give any lectures, but I would like to answer your question. For us, this is a very precious moment for us in Egypt. Having been the first country to open the door for peace in the Middle East, we are very happy to have reached to this moment. We all worked for it, President Obama, President Mubarak, many other global and regional leaders. We hope and keep our fingers crossed it works this time, because the peace process has had its many ups and downs. It can hardly sustain another failure. I understand and I know that many people raise many question marks, many doubts and suspicions. There is a lot of skepticism surrounding this round of direct negotiations to be launched tomorrow. But for me, I believe that it is not a matter of skepticism or optimism, but it's a matter of getting the momentum nurtured by a collective effort conducted by everyone. It is not sufficient for President Obama and the other leaders existing in Washington, D.C. to declare the launching of direct negotiation tomorrow. What's more important is to keep their commitment. I'm talking about President Obama and his administration. I'm talking about other partners of the quartet, mainly the European Union being the biggest donor to the Palestinian Authority, playing a very important role in building Palestinian institutions. The other parties to the quartet, that is the Russian Federation and the United Nations, the regional partners, that is Egypt, Jordan, and the moderates in the Middle East. We have to work hand in hand in order to keep the momentum going. Otherwise, things might get out of control. Everybody is looking forward to the date of the 26th of September, the end of the Israeli-imposed moratorium on settlement activity. Many people are hoping that this moratorium be extended for the sake of negotiations. Before coming to Washington, D.C., President Mubarak stopped in Paris. He had a 2-hour consultation with President Sarkozy of France. We felt that the French attached the same level of priority to seeing this moratorium extended. Perhaps you are well aware of what Sarkozy and Mubarak said at the press conference following their consultations in Paris. Both expressed the hope that this round of consultation be pronounced a success. President Mubarak will go back to the White House in a few minutes to join the other leaders in launching the peace direct negotiations. He will be addressing this event. His speech in Arabic and English will be available here. I hope Karim has done his homework. So whenever you get out of here, if you would like to pick a copy, please don't hesitate to do so.
Do we have the text already?
Yes. The text of the speech to be given by President Mubarak in a few minutes at the White House. He will address the President Obama and the other leaders in Arabic. We have the text in Arabic for our Arab and Egyptian colleagues, and the unofficial translation in English for our American media representatives. Now I am in your hands. Please, could you introduce yourself? I don't want to deem it as conditionality, but you know as much as I do that here in America, it has been the long-standing position of the Americans that settlements are an impediment to peace. Settlement activity devours the Palestinian territories occupied since 1967. We are coming very near to a situation where the Palestinians won't find any remaining territories to negotiate or to establish their independent state upon. So everybody is hoping that this round of negotiations does not come to a very near end. If it is launched tomorrow and then it collapses because the Israelis didn't take the right decision on the 26th. So I don't want to call it conditionality, but as many officials who met today with President Mubarak said, should the Israelis take this, they will have to bear the consequences for their choices, for their decisions. And one put it very eloquently today when he said to President Mubarak, should they do that, all bets will be off. Yes, sir.